I'm gonna keep it a buck and say that the Mark Hamill CGI effect in The Mandalorian, it wasn't the best. I'll put it that way. It didn't seem like it was 100% completed, and it may not have been, but because of how powerful the entire last 20 minutes of that was, emotionally, in the cool factor, everything that led up to it, to me, I didn't mind it at all. Like, usually when I see like stuff like that, even in Rogue One, we got Leia after the Vader scene, and I noticed I was like, ugh, it just makes you feel kind of weird. But in this case, it was such an emotional moment. It was way better set up that I didn't mind it. That's why when I look at the deepfake, I don't know if you guys have seen the new deepfake video where somebody did a deepfake on Mark Hamill and they put it side by side next to what we got. And when somebody makes a video like that, to me, there's a huge controversy. People are saying, like, they're backing the episode, or they're saying that the CGI was awful and he looked like a PS2 character, things like that. I like the deepfake. I think that it looks better. Obviously, I think they got the eyes right. I think in the original, it was like kind of blurry, and they didn't do the eyes justice. The eyes came off looking very dead and not lifelike at all. And when we get to see the the deepfake, the eyes are particularly affected and they look a lot better. It just looks a lot better. And I think that I like it both ways, but I didn't have an issue with the CGI at all because of the moment. To me, it would have been a nitpick to be like, well, I mean, the face kind of looked off, but at the same time, I think that the deepfake, they should really step up their game if they're going to be making or bringing people back or making them younger or whatever. The deepfake technology that they have now is absolutely bananas, and I heard that they're looking into making laws against deepfakes because you're basically seeing someone's face and putting it on somebody else's body, and there are a lot of bad ways to use that, and we've seen a couple of those ways on Twitter where people like to use these deepfakes, and I think that that's like the future. The deepfake is the future of maybe even espionage, or maybe governments watch somebody dies in a different government, like somebody like the king or something, and then they decide to do a deep fake. The king only does broadcasts, but he's been dead for a long time, so they use the deep fake until people, they can find an error or something like that. There's so many different ways in an official capacity you can use a deep fake in good and bad ways that it's crazy. But again, with this scene, I think it was great the way it was. Both the deep fake and the original are fine to me. One is obviously superior, but I'm not going to be holding any grudges, because to me, I've always wanted to see Luke Skywalker be a badass like he was in that episode, and we finally got it. So I was just happy to see that. I cried like a baby when Mando said goodbye to the baby. And yeah, so I didn't really care too much, but the deepfake is pretty cool. I like it. I'm going to leave a link to the full video in the description below in the top comment. Go ahead and check it out, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, and this is going to be Sunscape signing off. Take care, guys.